let's have a short talk here. How do we begin? When I was a child, when I was a little boy, I don't think you heard me. I don't think you heard me. I say, when I was a child, when I was a little boy, I grew up with sisters. I grew up in a house full of females for years. I was a little boy. I have to emphasize, when I was a little boy, when I was a child, and as children, children are immature. Brothers and sisters, they love each other. Brothers and sisters, they fight. Those of us who have had siblings, we know these things. We fight our siblings, but we care. But I don't like you. That's how we roll. Siblings do those type of things. So when I was a child, when I was a little boy, I would have conflict. I would have confrontations with my sisters. And they were more quick thinking than me. And and folks, when arguments first break out, they're very verbal. And we talk about each other and they're very verbal. My sisters was more quick-witted than me. They was faster at the verbal draw. And they knew how to hit your weak spots, make you mad. And once a person get angry, once a person gets mad or angry, get emotional, whether it's a child or an adult, you start to lose it. I couldn't keep up with the verbal onslaught. So the only thing I knew how to do, well, I'm going to stop this. I knew I was physically stronger than they were. So they can run their mouth and I would hit you in your mouth and shut you up. Because I did not know how to fight verbally. I wasn't smart. I wasn't quick-witted like them. But as we grew older and I grew bigger, I grew stronger than them, it was getting to the point where I knew this pattern of behavior could not continue because I could seriously hurt them. I was stronger than both of them, all my sisters together. So again, you have siblings, you have a love-hate relationship. And even though we argued and we fought or whatever, we grew up together and we cared about each other, and I did not want to hurt my sisters, cause them serious injury. So I decided to really think about this situation. And I had to practice and I had to learn how to counter the verbal things that they were saying about me. And of course, sooner or later, it will be put to the test. And they began to feel how I felt when they was talking about me, and they were the ones who began to threaten me with physical violence. I was so proud of myself when I graduated, and because I did not want to hurt my sister. So the question on this video is, why do men beat up on women? One of the words you will hear from men, she nagged me. See, women can nag. Women have a quick wit. Women are fast on the draw with the tongue. Most men cannot handle that. And you are an adult. And so the response is violence. What I'm going to do. Even picking up a gun. Because men can't handle. Now, these men claim they are God and kings. They put all these wonderful titles on themselves, but you're not very smart. You're not very wise. You beat your children because you don't know how to talk to your children. You turn to violence. That's why you beat your children, because you don't know how to talk to your children. You beat your woman because you don't know how to talk to her. That's why men turn to beating women. Men know they are stronger and bigger. The chances of that woman hurting him is very low. So I will beat her. I beat my children because they can't fight back. I beat this woman because they can't do nothing to me. This same man won't challenge another man because he's scared he's going to get his butt whooped. It's cowardice. That's why I'm going to beat this woman. That's why I'm going to beat these children, because they don't have the power to fight me back. It's all cowardice. And these are adults. See, when you love somebody, you don't want to hurt them. I love my sister, so I had to find a different way of doing things. Clearly, you don't love your children like you claim. Clearly, you don't love your wife or your husband, because many women do the same thing. They are dominant, and if this man would let you beat on him like that, and you would do it, beat your children, and even beat your dog Scruffy. This is the reason why men beat women. Many men, you're jealous of women because many sisters, many women can do what you can do. You're jealous, and she's already proven she's smarter than you. That's why you have to turn and beat her up, because you can't out-talk her. You're not smarter than her. You have to put her in a position to keep her mouth shut. So you use your fists. And many of these men are predators. Many of these men like to see pain. They like to see you cry. They like to see you in pain. They get off on that. They have a predator mindset. You beat women because you don't love them. How are you going to beat? These are the mothers of our next generations. How are you going? If you mistreat our mothers, our sisters, our aunts, the women, the mothers of our nation, our civilization, what you think you're doing to the future? You're beating your own future. Then we turn around and we try to understand, why is the world the way it is? Duh. You're beating your mama up. Think about it. I'm Angel Snub Up 7. People don't like me. I don't care. This is the Reality Step on Earth Internet Ministry. Subscribe, like, all that kind of good stuff.